Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kisha. You can find out more about me on my blog at KishaJaggers.com. That link is in the description box with links to all of my social media. Definitely follow along on Facebook and Instagram. You can get to know us better that way. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I put new videos up. So I'm finally making this video, and I wanted to make it for a while because for the last 10 months, my 10-month-old has really dictated my schedule from the time I get up to the time I go to bed to the time I clean the house to the time we have meals. He has dictated every bit of my schedule, and I've been so blessed and grateful that we've just allowed AJ to have his own schedule, whatever it is. Whenever he wants a nap, he takes a nap. We do believe in routines, and we do have him on somewhat of a routine, but we've kind of let his inner clock do most of the work, and AJ still takes his naps, you know, perfectly. He goes to bed no later than 8 to 8:30, and he's sleeping through the night. That was my cat. I'm sorry. He's playing in boxes. Ugh, he scared me. And so, you know, he has really just dictated my schedule, and it's been hard, you guys. I haven't had any schedules, really, in a while since he's been born. And I see that tasks are not being done, projects aren't being started, or they might have stalled, which they actually have stalled. There's the cleaning schedule is non-existent, YouTube schedule non-existent, and the kids' schedules, Brittany and Jackson, and AJ's, are just all over the place. And there's always something different going on. It's the way it is when you have teenagers. And, you know, Brittany stays at her dad's a lot, but she's here a lot too. Jackson stays here, but he's at his dad's a lot. And obviously those two both have lots of things going on. It's hard to keep up with both of them sometimes. And here for the past, I don't know, I want to say month to 2 months, I've really been craving like a reset, a refocus. I just feel overwhelmed at times, and I feel like if I can just get back on some kind of schedule for myself, then I can solve most of my own problems. And, you know, for me, most of the time, feeling depressed or anxious or overwhelmed or defeated is because of poorly scheduled days, not getting enough sleep, which I actually am getting enough sleep, not taking care of myself with vitamins and staying hydrated, and I've also been dealing with like a lot of neck and shoulder pain. And I'll give you just a brief summary of what that's all about. I was serving at Cracker Barrel, and their trays are really big, really hot, and really heavy. All their plates are, you know, really heavy glass plates. So after working there for a few months, I started noticing how bad I was hurting, and I just quit. Just like that, because the pain, I mean, I dealt with it once while I was working there, and went to the chiropractor and went to the doctor, got muscle relaxers, got like a low-grade pain medicine, along with taking ibuprofen, using heat, getting massages. I did all that, and I started feeling a little bit better. I go back to work, and I start hurting again. So I just quit. There's like never been a workman's comp type of thing or anything like that. I just knew I was hurting, and I've never been somebody who's had back, neck, shoulder pain. And so I'm dealing with that now, and I think that has also been part of the reason I have slowed down even slower than what I have been, because of the pain. And I feel like it's time. It's just like beyond time to make a plan. And so that's what I've really been working on, is making a plan on how to get back my days, how to get back on schedule, definitely incorporating my family, my kids, Brian, friends, and it's going to be overwhelming at times, I'm sure. But that's what I want to talk to you today about, is making plans, getting refocused, getting recentered, doing a reset of sorts to get your home back on track, your schedules back on track, your kids' schedules on track, get your cleaning routines, really set in. So I don't know if you're somebody who struggles like I am right now. I feel like normally if I'm home all the time and when I'm not chasing a baby, I feel like I can stay on routines. But I got off of them right around when AJ was born. And that's because, like I said, he just took over the routine. So I don't know, like I said, how many of you guys are struggling like I am. It's not been an easy journey, just being so off schedule and so off kilt that I don't have things planned for certain days, and like I said, tasks are not getting done, and I'm just feeling weighted down. And I plan on doing like a small series of videos dedicated just to this subject. And today I'm going to be talking about how I'm going to get back into routines. I'm going to talk about the planners I'm using, the new planner that came in, new routines like morning and night routines. My night routine has stayed the same for years, so that one I've actually stuck with. But that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about building habits, and I hope that this helps some of you. And what I really hope, you can definitely take away ideas from the planners, from what I'm using and how I'm doing it. But what I really hope is that it just gets you motivated in your own way to get back on whatever routine or get back in whatever habit you have just put off on the back burner. If it's everything like me, mine's everything. Or if it's just like an exercise routine, or if it's a cleaning routine you really need to put together and master and stick to, I think these videos will be helpful for you. So let's get into it. So today, in this first video of this little series, is all about planners. And I feel like so many of us get planners, including myself. We fill them out a few days and we just stop. There is very little motivation to go on and, continue with the planner. And there are I think so many people get wrapped up on which planner to get, which planners do they like or don't like. And I have so many planners. I have my Midori. This one I will go back to eventually. I absolutely love it, but I just needed a switch. There are bullet journals, and I'll put the Midori link up here. I'll also put my bullet journal videos, or if I have a playlist, I'll link that in. There are bullet journals, which are just basic notebooks. This one's empty, and you pretty much design your own calendar, planner, scheduler. Then there are pre-made planners. I shared this one from Cracker Barrel. Been using it for a while. And then this one's also from Cracker Barrel. And, I started some of these, but I haven't went very far. And I just kind of lost interest. Well, a week or so ago, I was at Staples, and I was looking around, and I found an Inkwell press planner. Now, I don't know how many of you guys know about Inkwell Press. They are, it is a company that offers amazing planners and accessories of many different types. I know so many people were into Erin Condren, and I loved Erin Condren as well for many years. But then I switched to Inkwell Press, and I have a ton of videos on Inkwell Press planners. So I'm not going to do a ton of those videos for you. But I found this one, and this is 2018-2019, and I got excited. I got excited for the possibilities of getting and staying organized, of tackling to-do lists, of keeping up with people's birthdays and anniversaries, to tracking different habits and planning out my month. And I just got excited. I took a look at it, I actually have an older one here. This one is not the same layout, but I have an older one that I dug up. I think I have 4 of these, maybe 5, and I have them in a container in my garage because they're from previous years. I don't need them anymore. And I found it at Staples, and I was so happy. Didn't have to pay for postage or any of that. And it was somewhere around $30, and I think it was 30. I bought like 5 things that day, so I'm not sure, but I think it was 30 something dollars. The layouts are virtually the same, but there are a couple new pages. So I'm going to take you through this really fast. We're going to do it super fast, you guys. I'm going to show you how I've kind of set it up, but I still have more to do, and we're going to do another video on setting up for a new month. I haven't got October set up yet, and I barely have anything in September, simply because I bought this planner in September. But I'm going to take you through it, and I'm going to share this with you. Another planner I'm going to take you through quickly is the Morning Sidekick Journal. This was sent to me to review. I have not used it yet. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough with you guys. I'm breaking out some planners today, and this one is to develop a new habit, and I can't wait to share this with you. There is a discount code in case you want to get one yourself. I'm also going to share a little bit of AJ's first year. This is a personal planner, and I love it, and I still have so much work to do in it. I feel like I'm behind. This is basically a memory keeper, but on my to-do list, on my getting reset and refocused and recentered, is getting this memory book done. So I'm going to talk to you about that, and then I'm going to talk to you about this planner real quick. This is one I got at Cracker Barrel. I had a friend's discount. I was so lucky. You get discounts based on how long you were there. So she was there for many years. We got the highest discount on every single thing I got from Cracker Barrel, but I also got this calendar, and I wasn't sure how to use it. Looks like this. I figured out what I'm using it for. I'm going to share that as well, because that's part of the reset and refocus. So let's go through these planners. Let me tell you how I'm going to make them work for me in the next weeks, months, hopefully this year, and how I'm going to do my best to stay on task. And these are the planners I'm using, and I also keep my supplies in this case. I'll briefly run you through this as well. Shouldn't take but a few minutes, and I'm going to just kind of go through my planners in hopes of getting you guys to get a new planner, or start using an old planner, or even getting a notebook and making your own bullet journal or planner of sorts, whatever works for you to reset. And you know, I know we're going into winter and a new year will be here soon, and everybody resets then. I get that. But for me, and probably for some of you guys, we need to reset now. We need to refocus now. And it happens at different points in everybody's lives. It doesn't have to be at the beginning of the year. It doesn't have to be at the beginning of a school year. It needs to be when you need it. So I need this refocus, and maybe some of you do as well. Let me take you through the books that I plan on using that will help me do that. So this is the Inkwell Press 2018-2019 planner, and it is a coil bound, as you can see. It's got a hard cover. I love the colors. This is a light lavender. This band is gray. It's got this gold detail with the feather and the year here. The only thing I will say about Inkwell Press planners is this cover after a while tends to get dirty, at least for me. I'll throw it in my bag, and I might have a makeup brush or something in there, and it does not have like a plastic cover like it, but it is what it is, and I still love these planners. So let me I don't want to share my address, which is in the front. So here we go. So some of this is not filled out, as you can see, but I plan on it. So this is important dates, big events, and happenings. I feel like I will use this for favorites. I haven't filled it out yet, but as soon as I get it filled out, I will share it with you guys. Then it's got goal section, and I love this. I don't believe the last one had the goal section. Let me look here. Yeah, it did. Never mind. It's right here. So it's got the goal section, and then it's got where you can really break it down by 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months with task. And so that's definitely going to help get me on track. I'm going to use the 2018-2019 perpetual calendar for school notes or anything else. I haven't figured it out. I use some cheap Post-its. I don't even use my good Post-its to put some notes on places that I plan on putting stuff. I want to put a master to-do list here, and then you get into the months. Now, I pulled out some months because I didn't use them. My month for September, very simple. I didn't really start using it, and I didn't fill this out a whole lot yet. So, you can see I just don't have a lot in it. But this is my current week. And you guys, it's not really set up in exactly the way I want it to be. I have been using the Blue Pilot G2 pen, one of my favorites. And it's pretty much been a to-do list on the way down. Pretty much broke up by morning, afternoon, evenings. I do have some stickers in here, not a ton, but I still have a huge sticker collection, so why not? And I felt like the stickers kind of made me want to do it. It kind of made it enjoyable. Here lately, I've been just using pen and paper, which is completely fine. You do not have to use any stickers whatsoever to plan. But I felt like it was a little more fun for me. Down here is dinners. YouTube is the next line across, and then just notes about the night. And I'm sure this will, I even have some stamps in here. I'm sure this will be streamlined in the coming weeks. And then I have favorites over here. I haven't put them on the other sheet yet. But I also have a to-do list here that I can actually get rid of because that project is not happening anymore. And then we move into October. And I will be back explaining what will be on the pages in October and sharing the layout. But that is the planner I'm going to go with for now. I was really thinking about a bullet journal, but I just fell in love with Inkwell Press again. Just so you know, you got your tabbed months, and then back here in notes, you have a place for travel information, you have a place for projects, a monthly bill tracker, and then note pages. I'm just sharing these with you real quick. And a pocket here, a pocket here, another pocket on the back, and an accordion pocket on the very back cover. So that's the book I'm going to use to really make my to-do list, to make my cleaning schedule. Everything is going to go in this book. And as I get more and more organized in the coming weeks and sharing these videos with you, I'll take you back through this book so you can see it. But again, I will link below and above some of my Inkwell Press videos where you can see exactly how I used them in the past. Now, a very interesting book that I want to talk to you guys about is this book that was sent to me. So this part of the video is sponsored. It is the Morning Sidekick Journal, and it says, "Conquer your mornings, conquer your life." And I was really excited about this Sidekick Journal. They had a few others, but I thought that I really needed to incorporate exercise into my life, and I'm not one who likes to exercise whatsoever. I want to do a 30-day Pilates challenge, and I will have more about that later, but I thought this would be a great motivator for me to accompany my Inkwell Press planner. This little Sidekick journal is great because it explains to you, I've already read through all of this, it explains to you on what they think about forming habits, and that it takes about 66 days to build a strong habit. It's a recent study on human behavior. There's no exact or definite or magical moment that a habit forms, but this book is basically a personal trainer for building this life-altering habit into your day-to-day life. So it goes through quite a bit. It has like prompts to fill in to really get you thinking about the habit or habits that you want to form. It explains Hell Week as being weeks 1 through 7, days 8 through 21 staying consistent, and days 22 to 66 hardwiring, retaining interest in your personal improvement. So it does a great, and day 66 and on habit mastery. But what I was about to say is it does a great job of explaining how habits are created and what it's going to take to accomplish them. So as you move on, I believe it's the first 30 something pages, this is 31, has all kinds of notes to help you understand about habits and how to hold yourself accountable. Gives you a sample journal page. So it goes through what time you went to sleep, what time you woke up, the most important task for the day, the one way you can improve life by 1% this day, 2 top distractions to minimize tonight before bed, or top 2 distractions, excuse me. Tonight I'll sleep at and wake up at, so it's got you really planning out your next day, even in this very simple format. Has you a gratitude spot, a magical moment that you experienced today. And then it has 5 lines for your morning ritual. And just like this one explains, 5 minutes of meditation, 2 pages of Think and Grow Rich, affirmations, walk 2 blocks outside, plan out and strategize the rest of my day. So this book I plan on using every day, and it's going to start in phase 1, and I'm going to fill these pages out on the Pilates challenge, and I'm really excited. It gives you tips, and it's very encouraging day by day to create the habit, and it's really an interesting journal. I like it a lot. There's day 38. You can see we're getting all the way to day 50, 58. The page is all the same on every one, and the pages over here on the right are pages that give you tips and tricks to get through it, success stories. 63, 65, 66, it gives you a big congratulations. And then phase 3 is mastering it, more questions. And they also have a fat and nutrition Sidekick journal, and I could have done that one since I'm using this for exercise, but I really didn't want to do that. But you can see that other people have used it for calorie counting, fat and loss, and muscle building, journal healthy eating, the paleo, vegan, I don't know, all the different diets. It allows you to track all the need for your body's optimum nutrition, fat loss. It's got a meditation Sidekick journal that they wanted to share with me. I think I will try that eventually. But this is the one I wanted to share, and I wanted to share with you guys. There is a discount code if you're interested, but it's just another tool to get me motivated, to get me back on track, to get me building routines, and it might do the same for you. The next book we're going to talk about, and I'm not going to show you much in this book either, but we're going to talk about it for a second. This is a planner from Personal Planner. I love them. I've worked with them numerous times. I'll have more information about all these planners below, but I got this one specifically for AJ's first year. I started it in, I believe, October of 2017, and it's to take us through till his first birthday. And I have been a little delinquent in filling these out. This is the way the planner is set up. I have just big spaces. There's lots of things you can add. I kept this one very simple because I wanted to be able to add a little picture for my Polaroid zip printer. I can list that below as well. And almost everything I share, all of it, does that even make sense? All of it is listed on my Amazon shoppable page. That link is below. Definitely check it out. I mean, Personal Planner has their own website, as does Inkwell Press, but a lot of the things I use is on the Amazon shoppable page as well. But this right here is, and that's where the Polaroid zip came from, so you can find it on that shoppable page, is where I put a picture, notes about what AJ did that day. It's basically a memory keeper that I have failed to keep up on, but I've kept so many notes on my other planners, on my phone, on Instagram. I've just kept notes about every day for AJ, and I'm just going to incorporate working on this into my routines. And this is a wonderful planner. In the very beginning, has his name, when he's born, all his little big moments, and it starts there. So it starts the week of Jackson's birthday. So this unique planner came from Cracker Barrel. It is a C.R. Gibson. It was $10. And I just liked it. I didn't know how I was going to use it. I just had it sitting around forever. This is what it looks like. It starts on Monday. It's got the vertical layout. It's got a place for notes. It can sit up, on its edge or on a desk, on a counter. And what I've started using it for is menu planning. Now this isn't that neat, but my family can see it, and it has basically how many people I think will be eating, any plans the kids have, any other items that I want to make besides dinner, like Jackson soccer, 4 people. Wednesday I wanted to make brownies. We were having 5. Kimmy, my cousin, was coming for dinner. 6 people on Thursday. Jackson has soccer on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Over here is where I'm keeping a small tally of stuff I need from the grocery store. And I'm keeping what we're eating, obviously. What nights I'm not cooking. If I have to do something special just for Jackson, because on this particular night we have a wedding. And I'm just going to do a pizza for Jackson. I switch things up. Like this night we were having tacos and chips, and I might change that to a taco salad. I have when I might need to run to the store really quick. This now sits up on my I don't know, it's a counter, I guess, of sorts. It's the ledge in my kitchen, actually. And this sits up there. Everybody can see what's for dinner. If Jackson can't make it for dinner, he can let me know or cross something off. If he plans on eating with his team, he'll let me know that, his soccer team, and I'll make less if it's just Ryan and myself. But I know if he's coming home after soccer and wants to eat dinner, I need to make sure that I have plenty for him. Also, I will have a link address or a website address if I am using a recipe that I haven't used before. I can just rip this out. If I have a lot that I need to keep track of for holidays or whatever, I have the whole back blank page that I can use. It's just a really handy way of menu planning. Now, I'm thinking of just keeping these in here. So, later on in the future, I can come back and menu plan out of this. It's just making it easier. And I do keep it in here as well. But another thing I wanted to say real quick, if it's a night that I know we have a lot going on, I can definitely take note of that, make something in the crock pot, or, prep for dinner a few nights in advance if need be. This is just brainstorming what needs to be bought, what we need to make, what nights we're having leftovers, all of it. Super simple. It doesn't have to be, printed out by your printer. Pen and paper work great, you guys. And it's still my preferred way of doing things, even though I like electronics. So let me get back in front of the camera. I want to talk to you about a couple of those. But these are the planners I'm using. Menu planner. AJ's Memory Keeper, which is actually a planner. The Sidekick journal to get me back into exercising. God help that little book. And my Inkwell Press 2018-2019 planner. As I've said before, I found cheap planners that I love. I love my Midori, which is not cheap. I love Inkwell Press a lot. I just love planners, and I always love the possibilities that they bring. I'll be sharing more with you in the future about it, so definitely get subscribed if you're not, especially if you love planners. And check out my playlist as well. You'll see other ways I have organized and used the Inkwell Press planners in the past. Okay, so a couple other things before I share what's in here, which is not that interesting. But a couple other things that I want to share with you that I plan on getting me back into routine and refocused and holding myself accountable is my cell phone and my Fitbit. So I have loved my Fitbit for many reasons. I love that my phone calls come across it. I love that it documents my steps and checks my heart rate and lets me know, when I was working out, that my heart rate was up, that I was, burning some fat and blah, blah, blah. But these two items I'm going to be using. Now, I don't always carry that Inkwell Press planner around with me. So most of my appointments go in my phone to always give me a reminder. I love paper and pen, as I was saying, but it does not give you reminders. I need reminders sometimes. So I am going to be incorporating my phone. I'll have a new video sharing the different apps and things that I'm using currently on my phone with you guys in the future. And I'm going back to my Fitbit. Now, this is not the fancy iWatch. This is not even a new Fitbit. This is a little bit older of one, but I absolutely love it. I've been wearing it here lately, and I just wanted to talk about it. You can find these for a fraction of the price. You can also follow me if you want to follow on Fitbit, because it's like a little community. It's really fun. You can go over your steps together. I am walking AJ a lot more around our neighborhood, especially as it cools down in the evenings a little bit more. I'm walking with him in the morning some, so my steps are getting up. I don't have a treadmill right now, but I do plan on getting another one pretty soon. But I do want to let you know that these items are also going to be helpful in, resetting and refocusing, even though, yes, they have Facebook and they have Instagram. Part of resetting and refocusing is not spending, your entire day looking down at your phone. It's one of the biggest pet peeves I have, especially at dinner. No kids are allowed to have their phones at dinner. Neither is Ryan nor myself. This is just a supplement. And, you can definitely get carried away on your phone. There's no sense in doing that. So, I think we all, even if we don't need to refocus or reset our lives, take a break sometimes. Don't worry about Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, which I don't even use. But the point of this is I'm going to be using my Fitbit as well. I would love it if you guys followed along. I'll link my information below. Send me a friend request. We can follow and encourage each other. So the last part of this video, super simple. I've been carrying around this, I don't even know what it is. I'll link it on Amazon. It's this pencil pouch of mine. I have a big binder with all of my stickers. I bought a ton of stickers over the years, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste, is kind of how I see it. So I'm using them, but I don't think they're necessary. But in here, I have stickers over here. I even have some of my Midori Traveler Notebook stickers because they work in everything. They don't just have to go into a Midori. I have this set that has post-it notes and such in it. I love it. Some YouTube cards that I had made up down here. I have some clips and such over here. I have page flags down here, more stickers, and some of my favorite pens. The favorite pen I use in my planner right now is the Pilot G2 in blue. I love this pen. I also love a lot of the Kaiser Color gel pens when I decide I'm going to color code or fill in a tracker. Also in here, I keep my mechanical pencil and my lead. I do like using pencil and planners lots. With my eyes right now, they have been switching, and I do have to wear glasses sometimes, especially when I'm on the computer a long time or in front of my planners. Pencil is hard for me to see sometimes, but I still love it. So I always keep my pencil in here. I keep some of my favorite pens, and I keep a lot of my my Faber-Castell artist pens. I love these. I have a whole set. This one's extra small. This one's bold. My favorite is extra small or small. The fine's okay too, but I like the extra small. Sometimes I like the bold as well, but it's got this big brush tip on it. See it? But those are the things I keep in this little case, and I keep them here because we have so many pens. We have a junk drawer full of pens. I have lots of pens on my desk, but my favorite ones get lost easily. And sometimes for just simple, mundane stickers, I don't want to go through my big book, so I keep some of my most used stickers in here. That way it's super easy and convenient when I'm in a hurry or just don't have a lot of time because I have a baby. So, and I have teenagers, and they take up a lot of time too, so I shouldn't just say AJ. That is how I'm going to start to reset and refocus. And I really hope whoever sees this video and needs to follow along with me, do that. I'm going to have another video up next week. I'll take you through my October layout and the goals I'm, starting. And also, I'll take you in the Sidekick journal a little bit. That's a little more personal, so I'm not sure how much you'll see in it. But I will take you through a few of the pages so you're aware of how I'm using it and how well it's going. I'll be talking more about it on Instagram and on Facebook as well. So I really hope this is helpful, and I hope it recharges you and inspires you to get you a new planner, get out your old planner, get a notebook, whatever works for you. Let's reset, refocus, and recenter. There is a discount code below in case you're interested in getting this, and I think it will be so interesting and helpful for me starting that new exercise routine. I'm not somebody who works out. I do not have it in me as a habit just to get up and work out every day, but I'm praying that the morning Sidekick journal will definitely help with that routine that I'm going to set in place, and it could help you with any of your habits or routines that you're wanting to start. Definitely check this out, and again, the information is in the down bar. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts below, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye-bye.